I'm just setting up all these boxes that we're going to open. Oh. This one's going to be a fun one, I think. I'll save that one for last. Got one. Let's see. All right. I think, let's see. If we look down here, whoa. All right. Got several boxes that we're going to unopen tonight here on this live stream, back from vacation last week. This week? Last week. How's everyone doing? Anyone else been on a recent vacation? Let me know. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for being here. We recently did a drive to the West Coast from Tennessee, Alabama, all the way down to, all the way to Las Vegas. And then we drove all the way back. Costa Rica, that sounds better than Las Vegas. Much better. I didn't have too much fun in Vegas, to be honest with you. So anyway, while I was on our long drive there or back, I was thinking about all of the products that I have been sent recently that I am running behind on reviewing. And the month of June has been generally crazy because my day job, we work a 4-day music festival here in Nashville where we are hanging out downtown for 4 days. So I actually moved into a hotel for 4 days and work there nonstop. And then right after that finished, we worked really long days, like 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. We turned right around and drove that 3-day trip from Alabama to Las Vegas. Then we turned right around and drove back. Did it again. So on the way back, I was thinking, like I said, about all these products that I guess I'm behind on reviewing. I don't know. Companies have been sending me a lot of stuff recently, which I'm not complaining about, but I haven't quite gotten into a good cadence of when to get all of these products reviewed because there's a lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 8 things I was going to show you guys tonight. I try to do one review per week, and I try to spend a week, really a few weeks with each product, then a week really sort of crafting the video, recording all the talking parts, all the B-roll and everything, and then I've got to edit everything together. And so I was thinking, if there's 8 things here, that's 2 months worth of products that I have to get caught up on for reviewing. So not complaining, just trying to figure out when I'm going to be able to do them all. So now that my big work thing is done at the beginning of June, and now that our long trip is over with, I think I'm going to be able to start jumping into these. So I would love to hear any feedback from you guys, y'all, as we say, in the chat, and if there's anything that I'm going to show you that you would like for me to review first, please let me know, because I might bump that up to the list. Because part of the hard part here is determining which piece I want to sub into my system or build my system around, and I don't know, just go through and start reviewing it while I'm thinking, oh, should I have actually done this DAC instead of this amp, or should I have done this amp instead of this DAC? I just get it all a little confused. So anyway, in this this live stream we're going to go through, I'm going to go through and show you a lot of the products that I've had sent to me recently, just one by one. This is going to be a general unboxing. I have not used or listened to or tested any of these products yet, so I don't really know anything about them. I'm just going to show them to you, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions in the chat. let me know if you've used any of these or even if you have used any of the products similar to these from the company or anything along those lines. Anything would be great. I actually need to kind of give myself some room here. So I'm going to put that to the side. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Like I said, a lot of stuff. Okay, this gives me a good foundation here. So the first thing that was recently sent to me were these 12AX7 Ray tubes. And these are a set of tubes. And these were sent to me by APOS Audio. So comes with a little some literature, if you will. And here you go, the tiny little tubes right there. The 12AX7. There you go. I'm not sure it'll pick that up or not. There you go. Now, these were actually sent to me. A lot of these products. Hold on, I have notes somewhere on pricing, and I can't find it, of course. Um, but I so APOS Audio sent me these tubes, and I actually don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to review them or what. I don't really know what I'm going to do with these tubes yet. I have a Shit Saga preamp that has a tube, the Shit Saga Plus, and I believe it will accept one of these tubes. But I've got to make sure I've got something compatible to go along with it. But I'm looking forward to figuring out what I can drop these into and try to, just see if it's going to change any sound signatures via tube rolling. Now, like I said, APOS Audio sent me these. And APOS has been someone that I started working with. They're a company based, I think, in San Francisco, here in the United States. And they're a distributor for a lot of brands that I'm going to show you tonight, whether it be Topping, SMSL, these tubes, X Duo, all different kinds of companies. And so they loan me a lot of these products, and then I review them and send them back to them. They don't sponsor my videos. I'm not paid anything. If you buy something with one of my links in the descriptions, when I review these, I do get commission from Audio, but they don't sponsor anything per se. But there are, I just want to clarify that because they're having a sale right now, mid-year sale, and they've got some products, especially like certified pre-owned or excuse me, certified refurbished products, like up to 58% off. So some of the prices I'm going to give you on some of these items tonight are actually sale prices that you can get through APOS Audio. It's just APOS Audio. Google it, come right up. One of the good things about APOS is that they offer a return window for some of these products. And I know some of these Class D amplifiers make people nervous because they're not sure what their return policy is going to be like, even if they order through Amazon. APOS has been really great in working with people on issues and to return items. So that's my APOS plug. Go check them out. They have a lot of great stuff on sale. These will run you $80 if you buy a pair. Like I said, haven't tried them out yet. Before doing so. So that was item one of 8. Now the next thing is, so I did a recent review on the Topping E50 DAC, and I compared it with the, well, I already forget which one that I compared it with, but I was also sent the Topping L50 amplifier here to review. Now, here is the DAC. Now, the DAC can be used in different ways, right? But these basically pair up nicely with each other, just like so. Now, like I said, I've done a review on the E50 DAC, but I haven't done a proper review on just the L50 amplifier yet. And I'm looking forward to sort of diving into this because one of the things that I've been doing this year is when companies have started sending me these headphone amplifiers, headphones are something I grew up using, but not something that I've spent a ton of time or money investing into. And so now that these headphone amplifiers are starting to be sent to me and headphone jacks and things of that nature, and you'll see a couple more tonight, I have wanted to just up my game if possible. So I've invested in some headphones, just some beginner ones for right now, budget headphones, and started using these. So I'm looking forward to. I've actually been using this to be honest with you, and it's actually almost so great. I don't even know how to make a full video explaining how great it is. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but sometimes when something just works like it should and there's no issues whatsoever, I just sort of think, this might actually be tough to kind of point that out. The L50 DAC actually, let me get back to my notes. If you were interested in that, it's actually on sale right now. Um, it's, let's see. It is $148 on sale on the April site, and if you were to pair it with the E50 DAC that I was just showing you, it's $175 on in addition. So you get a great little stack there if you're into headphones, and even if you're not into headphones, you're looking for a great DAC. That E50 DAC is a great option as well. And just commenting on Flip comment here, he says looks like early Christmas. It feels like Christmas. Like, to be honest with you, part of the reason why I wanted to start this channel was two reasons. One, people kept asking me a lot of the same questions in terms of gear setup. So you'll see a lot of videos on my channel like how to connect your turntable to this or how to connect this. Because I was telling people the same thing over and over and over. And I thought, well, if I just make a video and put it on YouTube, I can just send them the link. And that's basically how this channel started. And then I started to review products like this and like these, and companies started reaching out. And I said, sure, yeah, I'd be interested in reviewing it and and checking that out. So I actually never thought that at one time I'd have to sit here and be worried about which products I was going to review, like at what point in time, and feel overwhelmed. So I'm actually, like I said, I'm not complaining about having all these around. Uh, it's a sign of good things when people are asking me if I'll review stuff and sending it. That actually leads me to something that I didn't even ask to review, and it was just sent to me. It just showed up one day. And this one has kind of been popping up lately while I was traveling. Oftentimes, just to give you guys a heads up, oftentimes companies will ask for a product to be reviewed on a certain day. That's why you'll wake up on a Saturday, Sunday, and you'll see all of us reviewers all have videos on the same product because they're like, hey, can you put it out this day? Okay. So I missed the day on this one because I was traveling on the West Coast somewhere. And but I've seen a couple of videos on it. This is the Fosi MC315, I believe. 351. I guarantee you I'm going to mess that up multiple times when I'm making a proper review video on this. So this is I guess this is more of like an integrated amplifier these days over just your typical Fosi products that are just amplifiers. So you've probably seen some reviews on this. Um, yeah, it's interesting here. It's got like a subwoofer right there, connection. So it's got digital, Bluetooth, RCA, all that jazz. Woo-hoo-hoo. Here we go. Um, I've seen mixed reviews on this product. A lot of people like it. Some people don't like it. So I haven't spent any time with it at all. So I'm looking forward to digging into that one and seeing it. I think that runs like 190 bucks on. Random Super says the powered sub option is so dumb. I think you're referring to this right here, right? Is that the sub? Yeah, the sub out right here. Yeah, I saw that on other videos too and thought that was really strange. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how some of these companies decide to add things. Aussie Audio actually has a pretty active Facebook group that you can join, and a lot of times they will run like little polls in there and like ask people like, do you want this? Would you like this? Is this important to you? Is this not important to you? I think that would have been something that they have really, I don't know, asked people see if they really wanted it. So, um, so thanks to Michael for being a quiet. Thanks for the kind words. It's been fun making these videos for sure. What to do next? What one's next? This is another product that APOS sent me, and this is the X Duo headphone DAC amp. Give me 1 second. There we go. So this is obviously it has tubes, but this is a desktop, let's see, headphone amplifier. It looks like it can be connected via USB there. I think you can also use it as a preamp source. What else? I think that's about it. There are your inputs here or outputs of your headphones. I have a really bad habit of saying that outputs or inputs. I say it incorrectly just because I'm so used to reviewing traditional amplifiers. Um, this little guy will cost you $150. Now, I have yet to review, like I said earlier, I'm new to sort of reviewing or testing headphone amplifiers like this. And I'm obviously used to a tube preamp traditional stereo system and a tube amplifier in a traditional stereo system. But I haven't done a tube amplifier. So I think headphone amp, excuse me. I think I might compare it with this shit Magni Heretic that I bought. They did like a crazy sale on these. They were like $50, just like blowing them out because they were going to issue a new version of these. So I picked one up then, and that was kind of my first headphone amplifier. And so I don't know. What do you think? Do a comparison of these two? What I mostly want to know is, are the tubes making that much of a sound difference in this headphone amplifier versus the $50, 60, $70 shit versus this 150X Duo? This is the MH02. That's what I really want to know because sometimes a very common thing with phono preamps is or even other like small preamps, they put these tubes in the buffer sections, and they don't really offer that much of like a tube-like sound that you would think of traditionally. And so I'm curious what the difference will be like on these. So um, yeah. Random Super says, I love those little tube thingies as a tube buffer. Cheap and fun to play with, especially when you start rolling tubes. Yeah, that's what I'd be interested in doing is also too, if I can hear sort of a unique sound difference, is sort of rolling that back and forth between. Um, if I hear a big difference between the solid state uh, and the MH2, maybe then start rolling tubes and try to determine if I can hear that much difference there. Well, that one's done. What to do next? Okay, here's one that I'm not even sure I've opened at all yet. So this, still in the little white bag, is the SMSL A50 Pro. Now, the A50 Pro is a 2.1 Class D amplifier. Probably no surprise there. Here is the rear of the unit. So, interestingly, this has HDMI ARC, and it's got an optical input. It's got USB input, and actually, yeah, look, another subwoofer connection for power. That's weird. Interesting. Well, and then your traditional RCA speaker outputs or connectors there, binding posts. So this, like I said, none of these products I have used yet, but this is a $90 product on Amazon. It looks like you could also connect it via Bluetooth there. Um, Comes with a 24-volt power supply. I'm not sure if that's adjustable like some of these other ones are. Um, but yeah, this looks like your traditional, Class D amplifier. I don't think there's a display on this. That's what I was trying to determine. I don't see any kind of screen or anything, so it's probably just your typical small Class D amp with not much going on. So, like I said, that's $90 on uh, Amazon. The A50 Pro. I guess that means there was an A50 somewhere. I don't know. Do you guys have any SMSL products that you are currently using? I saw Michael mention the using the ZA3, probably as a pair, so probably in mono mode. And I really like those amps. I'm curious, are you tempted at all by the B3? Those are coming out. Like, do you think you'll upgrade from the ZA3 to the B3? I don't really have an opinion on it. It's kind of to each his own thing. So let's see. Movie Junkie John, probably right down the road. Close enough. So John and I shop at the same thrift stores, but we never run into each other. One of these days we will. He said, "Have I tried out the AirPod Pro Max headphones?" Yeah, spatial audio. So I have not tried them out, and I'm not figuring out where I haven't tried spatial audio enough to have in on it necessarily. It seems like the idea of spatial audio for a home setup would require, and again, my research on this is very slim, but it seems like it would require you to install speakers in your ceiling, and that's just not something that I'm probably going to do. I don't know, maybe I would, but I don't think that would be. I don't know. Long story short, spatial audio for headphones. I have not tried that out yet. That could be cool. Um, how much is the price? The price is insane. How much are those priced? I wonder. I haven't looked at them. Let's see. I'm losing track of what I've shown and what I haven't shown. Let's see. Trying to figure out a few other things. This is actually something that I bought. So I have an idea for a video that's sort of uh, over like it's sort of a large topical video, and I wanted to just pick up basically as many DACs as I could find. And the one that I have been just dragging on forever in purchasing is just a Gishelli Labs DAC, and it's usually just because it takes so long to order them. So one day I was like, I wonder if anyone's selling off theirs on eBay because, as we all know, the companies keep coming out with new stuff. People upgrade. That's usually where I get my best deals. Somebody upgrades to the next immediate thing, and I jump on that selling off the previous version that they had. So I actually found on eBay this J2S DAC here. No wooden box, nothing fancy like that. Just the standard DAC setup there. And I actually found this on eBay locally in Nashville. So I was able to buy it and then just drive to the person's house and pick it up, which was awesome. And got to meet the gentleman that was selling it. Super nice guy. $275. Now, this actually comes with the previous owner had actually installed the Sparkos here, the dual op amps. So the one that's in this bag, I believe, are the previous versions. So he actually already had upgraded it. So I kind of feel like getting it at 275 used. It looks like it's in great shape. And just being able to drive around and pick it up, especially when you're making a risky eBay purchase, I thought that was pretty great. Pretty excited about that. So again, I kind of want to do like a video just about Dax and just Shelly included in that, or I'll just do a review strictly on Shelly Ollie. Everybody and their brothers probably reviewed the J by now. But, yeah, I was pretty excited to find that for just 75. Yeah, I thought, Michael, I thought when I found it, I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And then when I saw that they'd already upgraded the op amps, I was like, "Yeah, that's a no-brainer now for me." So, let's see. Here's another one, another SMSL. This one I haven't even taken out of the little bag yet. Usually when these show up, I'll just pull it out and like look at it and sort of stress out about, oh, cool, product to review. What am I gonna say? Will I like it? Will I not? Like I have like this immediate stress level that comes in when they show up. And so I haven't even looked at this one yet. This is an SMSL D6S, I believe. D-6S. Let's see here. Okay, this is the one. If I actually put it right there, I kind of look like maybe something from like Terminator or something. Um, this is a this is just a DAC. Okay, yeah, just a DAC. That makes sense. Um, it's a high resolution USB DAC. Now, this is where I was getting confused with all the other ones. This one does actually have a screen, and I think it will show the probably shows like the file resolution or whatever, however you describe that, while it's selected. This has, here's the back of it. This actually has Bluetooth right there. So Bluetooth connection, you can connect here via Bluetooth. What else is on here? Coaxial, USB, and then optical. So it's pretty normal. And then your outputs actually have RCA and balanced. So this is the D-6S. And I think the very kind gentleman that sent me this has already followed up and asked when I'm going to review this. This is currently on sale through A Post Audio for $175. Its listing price is $199. Mr. Slicer 2424. I saw Randy's video on the Fosi, and yeah, I'm interested. I also saw some other videos that pointed out some of the oddities of the features offered, but they didn't seem to quite go that hard with it. And so I'm curious to put it. What I might do is sometimes if you just like do a video just talking about the one product and it's already been out there, it gets a little stale. And it's kind of hard to make it exciting enough for people to want to watch all the way through. So I thought about maybe talking about this Fosi MC 351 again. So I thought about maybe comparing this with the BT20A Pro. I don't know. What do you think? It might be. I would think that if someone is shopping for a Fosi product of this nature, that the Fosi BT28 Pro might be what they're trying to decide between this and between the MC351 and the Fosi BT28 Pro, because you've got some of these features down here. Obviously, the meter is different on here, but you've got tone controls and you've got Bluetooth, and you've got some of the things that, if I wanted to compare it to like the ZA3 or something on those lines, it's just an amp, right? So it's not really apples to apples. This is probably not even really apples to apples when it comes to comparing it to the BT28 Pro, but I don't know. That might be the direction I take with it. To try to give somebody. Sometimes I think about when I'm reviewing something. I try to think about if somebody were to not go to you, not start on YouTube, but to say to look at Amazon for an amplifier and see different varieties, and then go to YouTube, and then say, "Oh, I want to see what this review is." Then sometimes I'm trying to keep that in mind. Like I'm making a I'm making a video for someone that really doesn't have that much knowledge about any of these products, and then break it down and say, this one may be good for you, but this one also may be good, and give them another option, and maybe try to help them decide. Because I don't know. This may be a video in and of itself that I may work on at some point, but at some point we may just reach like we may already be there in terms of like saturation with some of these Class D amps. Um, I'm not sure why the 351 exists, to be honest with you, especially in the configuration it's in with no remote and things of that nature. So, as these things keep coming out every couple months, and even for someone like me who gets sent them to review, sometimes you just look at it and be like, I don't know, I don't know what to say. And you know, I'm wondering if when people go shopping for those online, if they feel if they just feel overwhelmed by the amount of options out there. So that's why when I do a video, I have to try to do a comparison to hopefully make it easier for people who are trying. Okay, so this is the big box. This is actually the last product that I have that I can show you tonight. But if you'd like, I can show you some CD purchases I found while we were traveling to Amarillo, Texas. If we have a little bit of time. So this is the big like, ooh, nice box product. And this one, I think this one, I think this one might have gotten panned recently too. Okay, hold on. This another SMSL. Here we go. What the heck is this? The SH-X, which is a desktop headphone amplifier, and it's $699. I uh, I have not reviewed a headphone amplifier at that price point before. Here's the back. So we've got balance and RCA inputs in the same outputs. Yeah, this this should be interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I am just wading into the waters when it comes to headphones and amplifiers, and I I'm very interested to use a $700 desktop headphone and see if it like see what I'm gonna get versus this is fair, but you know, the shit magni, right? Which is heretic here. Now obviously there's some differences in features, right? This is RCA only, there's no balanced on this. But the L50 that I was showing you earlier, it does have balanced, but it uses the TRS balanced rather than your typical sort of LXR. Anyway, I'm I'm looking forward to reviewing this one from the perspective of like what I was saying, is somebody that's a newbie to using headphone amps, what's the value of going up to $700 versus using, I don't know, even going back to this little guy, right? The X Duo here with the tubes, right? So 150 versus 700. Again, you know, depends on your use level in terms of your connections or your things, and as to what features are being offered. But I don't know. That'll be an interesting one. I'll be honest with you. I'm not intimidated by a $700 desktop headphone amp, but I want to make sure I give it its proper due. And at the same time, not just gush over it just because it's so expensive, right? That's the hard part with sometimes you get something that's just really nice and expensive. You get to see that like that I would let that impact sort of my overall thought process when it comes to it. Like Well, it's $700. It must be awesome, right? I don't know that that's always true or not. So, um, those are all of the products I had lined up to show everyone. I was, like I said, we just did a drive from Alabama all the way to um, Las Vegas, and I didn't get to do. It was we were in a 15 passenger van, and I did most of the driving. And I didn't get to do a lot of sort of the normal, what I would call my road tripping, which is, oh, record store, let's stop. Oh, antique mall, let's stop. Thrift store, let's stop. We didn't go that far, mostly because we had so much driving we had to do. But we were driving home on day two, I think. We had a little bit of time, and I found just Googling like what to do in Amarillo, Texas, and I found a thrift store. And I'm not sure if you guys follow me or not on Instagram, but a lot of times I post some of the crazy stuff I find at thrift stores. And by crazy, I don't mean I don't always mean like awesome. For instance, there was the one I recently posted. I found record pricing at antique stores is really kind of out of hand. And I even have a booth in an antique mall here in Murfreesboro, and uh, I do my best to keep my prices. Like I want to sell stuff. I don't want a $40 copy of Red Octopus by, Jefferson Airplane or Starship or whatever sitting around for 6 years. So I write stuff to sell. But some of these booths, it's just hysterical. And I found a Dan Fogelberg record, the white one, you know, and $50 was the price tag. So if you follow me, I'm just forever analog underscore Dan there on Instagram. So if you're not following me on there, check me out over there because sometimes I just post those random things because I just find them way, way too entertaining. So, um, but like I said, we stopped at an antique mall, and when we pulled up to park, it was like one of those perfect moments where I looked down the road and I saw a little A-frame sign, and I was like, "There's a record store like 6 steps from us. Let's start there." The store's name is High Fidelity Records in Amarillo. You can find them on Instagram under High Fidelity. It was a great little shop filled with records. It had some CDs, tapes, uh, posters, just a great store all around. They had a shop dog, which was a wonderful dog that was very sweet, was just sleeping on the couch most of the time, and then got up and sort of escorted us out as we were leaving. Made sure we were getting out safely. But it was a great store overall. So I ended up buying 4 CDs there because I actually didn't spend that much time looking at the records because I think temperatures were, I mean, today in Nashville, temperatures were like 95, I think. So in Texas, it was even higher than that. And like I said, we were in a 15 passenger van. We had multiple stops to make. I just didn't want to risk buying records and getting them home without them completely melting in the car. So I bought 4 CDs. And let's see, I'd start with. I guess these. The first one is Brian Eno's Nerve Net, and I am not familiar with this album. Um, I think it came out in 1992. I don't know. Do you have any Eno fans out there? Is this a good one? I don't know. It was 6.99. It's actually me, I think, gotten harder to find sort of these oddball Brian Eno releases. So whenever I stumble on one, I usually just gobble it. Um, and so I got this one, NerveNet. I haven't listened yet, but that's not the only Eno I got. I've never seen this one before. The shut off assembly. Shut off is in SHUTOV. You see it there. This came out in 19, the other one, 92. Yep, 1992. So there you go. These go to somehow. Like I said, I'm not. I don't. I mean, if someone were to be like, "Oh, I know every single release, like that'd be pretty impressive because there's a bunch of. Um, here's the track listing. This one looks like it's a promo copy. Again, I paid $6.99 for this one, and I'm actually interested in checking this one out. I'm not really sure where these land in his great large career in terms of you know, is it like ambient? Is it electronic? Those are two I got. Um, this one, I at first was like, it seems kind of expensive, but CD prices are going up, and some of these are just really hard to find, and you never know if they're going to be reissued or not. So when I find them, like I just usually just pick them up, and I'll question the price later. And actually, when I answered this on Discogs, I started actually putting my CDs into Discogs because I've been buying multiple copies, which is the whole reason I started putting records into Discogs anyway. But so Devo Live, the Mongoloid years. So I was not familiar with this release. This is another 1992 release. Maybe it came into the store and dropped off all their CDs in 1992. Obviously, this is on Ryko because it's got the cool green case we're all used to with Ryko. So it looks like these are tracks from concerts. Max's Kansas City, New York City, May 1977. Akron, Ohio, December of 76. And a radio concert in Cleveland, 1975. So there is the. I always pick up Devo CDs. I found one recently that was like a CD-ROM game. It was a soundtrack to a CD-ROM game that they made. Very strange. And the music on that's really very weird. But I'm looking forward to diving into this one. I paid $12. You could probably see. But when I answered this in the Discogs, that's basically what it was going for. So $12, didn't have to pay any shipping. I'll take it. Now this one, I used to always find this CD in stores, record stores, for like $4, $5, $6, and I would buy it, and then I would sell it. That would allow me to buy more music or gear, something along those lines. Basically, flip it to buy something else. Especially once I started doing this channel, I was buying gear. But I have realized that um, I realized that people have wised up, and they're no longer just thinking this is Dark Side of the Moon. So it is Dark Side of the Moon, but this is the 5.1 SACD mix, right? Yeah, it's the surround sound mix. Okay, and uh, the store knew what they had. It was priced at 25. And this is pretty much what you would pay for it um, if you bought it on eBay. Be about 25. Like I said, I used to find it for like 5 or 6 bucks. People wouldn't really know what it is, but see, it's got the gold disc there. Um, uh, I actually currently don't have a 5.1 surround sound system set up, so I don't really know why I bought this. Uh, well, first of all, I wanted to support the store. Secondly, I don't actually see these near as much anymore, so I figured, well, I'll just go ahead and pick it up. I'll have it if I build out the 5.1 system. And if not, I'll never have any trouble selling it later on down the road and getting my money back at least to somebody that may have the sound system, the 5.1 or the SACD that they're looking for, and they're really hoping to get this instead. So, yeah, I paid $25 for that. So those were the 4 CDs that I picked up while I was at High Fidelity Records in Amarillo, Texas. Uh, I'm just reading through some comments here, and Michael said he likes emails collaborations with Fripp. Totally agree. Those albums have gotten really hard to find, but a really good friend of mine from college is like obsessed with all things Fripp. So very familiar with all of those releases. So, um, well, that's basically it. I like I said, while I was making these long drives, I was feeling an itch to really want to get back here and get a video released this week. I was not going to be able to come home from a basically a 6 day driving trip across the country. I was not going to be able to come home, review a product, make a video, and get it on, get it up in any sort of timely fashion. So I thought it'd be fun to just run through some of these products that have been piling up around me. If there's one that you think looks the best or like something that seems the most interesting that I should try reviewing first, let me know. Because right now, I think I'm leaning towards maybe the 6S here. I think somebody knows me on that one. I was gonna be in a rush for the MC351 from Fosi, but I don't know. I may take my time on that one. Um, yeah. So yeah, I gotta make some decisions here and jump into reviewing things over the weekend. So thanks as always for everyone that tuned in. Appreciate everyone's comments, for everybody hanging out, for all the likes. I always appreciate for anybody that has subscribed. If you ever want to get in touch with me, my email address is on my channel page. So feel free to just shoot me a note. And if you have any questions or you just want to strike up a conversation and say hello, or tell me what I should do better next time when I go to Las Vegas, because that was a total bomb. I did not enjoy it too much. So, next time you're in Vegas, go to these places. I'll try. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great week.